Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Sha'Carri Richardson's tearful tribute leaves fans stunned after Sydney McLaughlin Levrone's shock retirement. It was supposed to be just another press conference, another routine announcement in the long, storied world of track and field. But when Sydney McLaughlin Levrone, the golden girl of American athletics, the 400-meter hurdles world record holder, Olympic champion, and symbol of grace under pressure, announced a retirement at just 26 years old, the sporting world stood still. Gasps echoed across social media. Teammates blinked back tears. Journalists scrambled for words. And then, moments later, in a scene that will live on in the collective memory of sports fans, Sha'Carri Richardson, the firebrand of sprinting, the 100-meter world champion, the outspoken force of nature whose charisma rivals her speed, stepped forward. With tears streaming down her face, she delivered a tribute that no one expected, a raw and vulnerable outpouring of love, respect, and admiration that left fans stunned and united. This was more than a goodbye to Sydney. It was a statement about what it means to be women, to be athletes, and to carry the weight of greatness in an unforgiving sport. Sydney McLaughlin Levrone, a star who burned bright. Sydney McLaughlin Levrone's career reads like a fairy tale. Born in 1999 in New Jersey, she was a prodigy from the start. By 16, she was competing in the Olympics. By 21, she had broken the seemingly unbreakable Dalilah Muhammad's 400-meter hurdles world record. Her signature race, fluid, smooth, seemingly effortless, was poetry in motion. She didn't just win, she redefined the event. With every stride, she lowered barriers, both literal and metaphorical. Olympic gold in Tokyo, 2021 breaking her own world record with a jaw-dropping 51.46 seconds. World Championships gold, 2022, Eugene lowering it again to 50.68, a time many thought was impossible. Relay queen. Her anchor legs in 4x400 were legendary, often leaving competitors meters behind. And yet, what defined Sydney wasn't just her medals, but her composure, her humility, her faith-driven approach to fame and pressure. She became not just a champion, but a symbol of grace in a sport that can be merciless. So when she announced her retirement, citing a desire to focus on family, faith, and life beyond the track, it felt like the loss of something larger than medals. It felt like the end of an era. Sha'Carri Richardson, the flame who spoke. Where Sydney embodied grace, Sha'Carri embodied fire. Explosive both on the track and in personality, Richardson's rise was marked by brilliance and turbulence. Breakthrough. 2021 U.S. trials, a blazing 10.86 in the 100M that announced her to the world. Controversy. Her suspension before the Tokyo Games drew headlines far beyond sports. Resurgence. 2023 World Championships returning with vengeance. She claimed the 100-meter world title in Budapest, silencing critics and cementing herself as one of the fastest women alive. Sha'Carri's brilliance lies not just in her speed, but in her authenticity. She is unapologetically herself, the hair, the nails, the attitude, the words unfiltered. She represents a new kind of star, one who refuses to shrink herself to fit expectations. Her relationship with Sydney wasn't one of constant headlines or stage camaraderie, but of quiet respect. Fire and grace, storm and calm, different energies, yet bonded by the shared struggles of being black women in a sport that demands perfection. The shock of retirement. When Sydney took the podium that afternoon, reporters expected news of a new sponsorship, perhaps a break to recover from injury. Few predicted the word retirement. This sport has given me more than I could ever dream of, but my purpose now lies elsewhere. I want to devote myself fully to my faith, to my family, and to what comes next in life. I am at peace with this decision. The room fell silent. Some cried. Cameras flashed, but the moment felt sacred. Sydney, poised as ever, offered smiles to her own tears. The internet exploded. Too soon, fans cried. We needed more of her. Others praised her courage to walk away at her peak, a rarity in sports. But the most powerful moment came not from Sydney herself, but from Sha'Carri Richardson, who rose from her seat, crossed the room, and stood before the microphones. Sha'Carri's tearful tribute. Her eyes red, her voice cracking, Sha'Carri began. I'm supposed to be tough. Y'all know me, but today I can't be tough. Sydney, you showed us what beauty looks like in motion. You showed little girls how far faith can carry you. You showed me, yes, me, that I could be more than the world's idea of me. She paused, wiping her tears. The cameras zoomed in. We didn't always say out loud, but we were watching each other, pushing each other. She's the light, I'm the flame, but together we lit up the track. And today, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for showing me grace, even when the world didn't. I love you, sis. The room erupted in applause. Even Sydney, usually so composed, broke down, rising to hug Sha'Carri in front of the stunned audience. It was raw, it was real, and it was unforgettable. Fans react, a moment that broke the internet. Clips of the tribute flooded Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram within minutes. The hashtag Sha'Carri and Sydney trended worldwide. One fan tweeted, I never thought I'd see Sha'Carri cry in public. This is history. Another wrote, this is bigger than sports. This is sisterhood. A TikTok edit of Sha'Carri's tribute paired with highlights of both athletes set to Beyoncé's Halo garnered millions of views overnight. In a polarized sporting world, the moment united people. It wasn't about rivalries or medals. It was about humanity. The symbolism of the moment. The scene carried layers of meaning. For women in sport, it showed that competition doesn't erase compassion. For Black women athletes, it displayed unity and resilience in a world that often pits them against one another. For fans, it reminded everyone that behind world records and gold medals are humans with hearts, fears, and friendships. Sydney's retirement speech was history. Sha'Carri's tribute made it legacy. What Sydney leaves behind. Sydney leaves not just times on a clock, but a blueprint for excellence. Coaches will study her stride for decades. Young hurdlers will chase her records, perhaps never catching them. But perhaps her most lasting impact lies in her courage to walk away whole, before injuries, before burnout. She redefined success not as how long you stay, but how much you give while you're here. What Sha'Carri carries forward. Sha'Carri's tears mark a turning point in her own story. Known for fire, she revealed vulnerability. Known for defiance, she showed reverence. Fans now see her not just as the fastest woman alive, but as a leader, a torchbearer for the next generation. With Sydney gone, the weight of American sprinting falls heavier on her shoulders. But in that press room, she proved she's ready. Years from now, when fans look back on this era of track and field, they won't just remember the records. They'll remember the hug, the tears, the love. Because in the end, greatness isn't just about how fast you run. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.